So here, in our 2-4-2 structure, we split the field into 3 different zones. In this example, we are attacking up. So we are attacking to the top of the screen. The field can be essentially split into our 3 different zones of A, B, and C. A is on the left, B is always in the center, C is always on the right in the direction in which you are attacking. So as you can see here, we have our field split for that 2-4-2 attacking structure. In this example, we are attacking up towards the top of the screen. In our 2-4-2, the field is split into 3 different zones, A, B, and C. From left to right, we will call them A is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right, always in which the direction we are attacking. That 2-4-2, those numbers represent forwards in each group, or they represent the number of forwards in each zone, right? So 2-4-2, in zone A, we've got our 8 and our 6, which is our 2. We've got our 1, 3, 4, and 5, which is our 4. And then in our far zone C, we've got our 7 and our 2, which represent the far 2. So that's our 2, 4, 2 attacking structure in our A, B, and C channels. So we've talked a little bit about how the forwards work into our 2-4-2 structure. Now let's take a look at how the backs work in with the forwards. We still keep that 2-4-2, and the great thing about the 2-4-2 is that we want to stay spread out. So everyone wants to stay in their zones as much as possible. In each edge group, A and C will commonly be referred to our edge groups. In each edge group, you have 1 center, 1 wing, and then 2 forwards. 1 center, 1 wing, and 2 forwards. It's the same over here. 13, 14, 7, and our 2. In the middle of the field, what we want to see is we've got 4 forwards and 2 prongs. What is a prong, you may ask? A prong is the term for 2 forwards. A pot of forwards is 3 forwards. A prong of forwards is 2. And how we want to set it up is that the 1 and the 3 are working together, and the 4 and the 5 are working together. The 15 is sitting back and helping direct traffic and is being a link between the 2 prongs. How specifically, we'll get into a little bit more later. If you notice here, the 9 and the 10 are the only 2 numbers that are in parentheses. The reason that they are is because they have the ability to go in any zone at any time. Typically, the 9 is going to follow that ball and follow those rucks as much as possible, but the 10 has the ability to control the flow and control the pace of the game. And so the 10 can go wherever he wants. His job is to connect all of the zones and all the groups of players together.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
So what we're going to do here in this example is we're going to talk about that B channel, that B zone, and what we are looking to do in this B zone. In this example, we have a ruck in A, and we're moving across from A to B, and that's what we're looking to do. So we have our 9 here with our ball. Our ball is right here in red, okay? And so our 9, all right, is going to be giving the ball to 10, and then 10 and the 15 are going to work together with the forwards in this group to decide what's going to happen. There are 2 major options that we're looking to achieve here, okay? If we call point is our forward prong, or 2 of our forwards, about 7 to 10 meters on the outside shoulder of the 10. Point is our 2 forwards, about 7 to 10 meters on the outside shoulder of our 10. Directly behind them is our 15, is our fullback, all right? About 5 meters on the outside shoulder of him is the next group of 2 forwards. That is called axe, right? So if we want to hit that first prong, it's called point. If we want to hit the second prong, it's called axe. And we go from, if we call axe, it goes from 10 to 15, and then the prong, if we call point, it goes from 10 straight to the prong, okay? If we call point, we'll go over an example right now. If we call point, it's going to go 9 to 10, 10 to that first group, to that first prong, This is our point call. All right. The 1 is going to get the ball. He's going to take it up. He's going to hammer it up. The 3 will ruck. And what we're going to be doing is from the axe, the 4, and only the 4, not the 5. The 4 is going to come up, and the 4 is going to support, and the 4 is going to ruck as well. What's going to happen now is the 5 is going to continue this way, because he knows he's not getting the ball, so he doesn't have to go into this ruck. What he can do is he will make his light dummy run, and he will come out this way and set up for the next phase and run a dummy line 7 to 10 meters on the outside shoulder of the 10. And that's only if we decide to go A, B to C. If we decide to go all the way across the field, that's when that dummy line is going to come into effect. If the 10 decides to come back to the weak side, all what this 5 has to do is catch his breath, slow down, all right, and get ready for the next axe when they want to set up in the next phase, all right? So this will allow the 5 to catch wind, catch his breath, and get set for the next phase.
Yahoo!
If we decide to call axe, what that's going to look like is it's going to go from our 10 to our 15 behind, right? It's going to go from our 10 to our 15 behind. This 1 and this 3, they're going to run through. They're going to give a quality dummy line, hands up, and they're engaged. And then it's going to go from our 15 straight to our axe, just like that, right? So it's going to go straight here, okay? Once these guys take it up, the 4 or the 5, they're going to take it up. They're both going to commit to this ruck. Excuse me. What we are going to do is we're going to have this 3. They're going to come, and they're also going to support that ruck. They're going to support that ruck. What this man is going to do, the 1 is going to work his way across, all right, all the way across the pitch, just like that, all right, which shouldn't be too difficult if he can make it, all right, and he's going to run that same exact dummy line if the 10 decides to go from A to B to C all the way across the field. If the 10 decides to come back to the weak side, that 1 is going to catch wind, catch his breath, and set the next point for the next ruck, for the next phase, the next time we want to come back to B, okay? If the 1 cannot make it as a dummy runner to the far side, it's okay. It's what's most important with these 2 players, or these 2 roles, what's most important is that they have time to catch their breath and slow down. So this is what our B zone, or our B channel, is going to look like. We're going to have 2 major options. We'll have the point, which is directly off the 10, or we'll have the axe, which is from the 10 to the 15, and then the axe is on the outside shoulder of the 15, crashing out.